This is the Temple of Justice, which is the Temple, Mormon Temple, LDS. Stakes Award, Presidents, Vice Presidents, and then also the Singles Award, also the monuments for the services they have for, of course, Donald Trump, Vok, Mumu, Mr. Ajmer Singh Nijjar, Hernander, and there's of course, the services that they got for Nindu, Mandeep, Jasmine Nagar Singh, Ajmer Singh Nijjar's mother, Ajmer Singh Sangh Nijjar, and AJJAR. License, CDL license A and B, and also chauffeur's license, business license. That's NIJJAS 320B5. That's Cimaron 5 INC, banquet, party, restaurant, bar, motel, 1400 East Main Street, Othello, Washington. Sunset Acres, also some business offices in Seattle, Tacoma, Spokane, Tri-Cities, Kendall, Christian, and Pasco. You got the farmland, Sunset Acres, and also attachment for the services they have. COVID-19, the services they got, administration office, of course, they have the administration office. And the services they have for the tangible service here. The administration office that the temple has a service fee. They have increments of on the temple. As you can see, the rise services they have. They got the, of course, the Commonwealth Act. Wall Street, being attacked on Wall Street in Spokane. That's called Chase Bank. And also being attacked at Olson's property. I have $7,000 cash, EFE transactions, currents and transaction account deposits, and the tithing and the services that are paid. That's J. Mueller's illustration. Mueller's Funeral Home, 421 South Union, Kendall, Washington, 99336, 509-735-3591. This is the service that they got. LDS Mormon Church, Stake Award. The golden sphinx on top. This golden sphinx is, they had a natural disaster, a natural earthquake, and Utah golden sphinx has collapsed. Anything has arisen or anything has occurred during that situation of occurrence. Since I'm the fastest man on the planet, I got these beautiful Nikes for $560. Military discount. These Nikes are air shock proof, and ready for earthquake ordnance, as you can see. At the golf course, mid-climate golf course, I can use to put spikes at the bottom and use them as a golf shoe, and also for baseball pitching. The fastball, the curveball, the drop ball, of course the fastball, split ball, and the fastball, split ball, curveball. You know what I'm saying? So anybody wants to take a swing at the pop fly and anything in perimeters, nobody can get a ERA account or get a increments of a credit of the ERA, you know. So I got these beautiful Nikes. Represent council members, the vice president, vice secretary of LDS Church, Mormon Church of the Latter-day Saints. That's on 20th, where it's a red line. We got the red line. That's Mr. Donald Trump, Vok, Mumu, Ganja, and Mumu, Kandar, and also Vok, and so forth. They have their recollection report. You can see the Gmail account, email account. The International Trump Towers have incremented and laid out their deposit inquiry, Social Security office 5 days a week. The U.S. Bank, Chase Bank, Key Bank, and Bank of America is 6 days a week. See the manifest of deposit inquiry in my tithing. The headstones that have been moved. The headstones and also the plots, the Pentagon, have been rotated. Disinterment, meaning moving the body and all the body increments of its siblings, like John F. Kennedy, Bobby Kennedy, the mother and father siblings. That includes Arnold Schwarzenegger. Arnold Schwarzenegger is immediate family members, the Kennedy family members, first and last bases of Kennedy members, and determined. Determined is the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, Columbia River, Washington Temple, the Kennel Command. Now building the temple, building the Gonzaga University, and their services and the influence of their services, the services that got the deposit inquiry manifest, the IRS accounts, transaction accounts, the credit unions, the welder union, plumbing union, and also the increments of the proving that the casinos that was built, the bank that was re-carpeted, re-furnished, Walker's Furniture's moving all the furniture in Gonzaga University, and the Church of Jesus Christ Latter-day Saints. Transaction reports of the full amount of services. I also laid out the temple out, allowing the increments. Going to the mailbox, 421 South Union, Kennewick, Washington, 99326. Increments on their service on applying the individual processing, laboring, the Temple of Justice in Monticello, the monarchs, the concrete liners, the headstones, the plots, the concretes, the high-impact brain birds for each individual sprinkler and headstone and capstone that's parked to curbside. Now, curbside is implied in the individual sarcasm as an individual service to the society. And of course, uprooting a tree here. See, they uproot a tree so somebody can just have access to whatever the case might be, huh? So you know the trees, the ultraviolet rays, the ultraviolet ceilings. Now, as you can see, the monument carries out a series of frontal consequences for the gold. That's 7 Super Bowl rings. That's another 3 Super rings. That's 10 Super Bowl rings. So that'd be going for 13 Super Bowl rings. There's 7 and 3 is 10. And then 3 more is 13. 13 Super Bowl rings. And another 5 years would be 18 Super Bowl rings for the NFL and baseball facilities. That'd be against Bo Jackson, King Griffey, Mr. Rodriguez, A-Rod, and also Mr. Canseco and Pete Rose. And also Yogi Berra and Babe Ruth, a professional baseball player for Gonzaga University, where he became a famous New York Yankee and Dodger, implementing as a baseball player. Babe Ruth. Babe Ruth! Eating hot dogs and getting intoxicated while he's working, or when he's playing baseball. Now, that contractor, that's 7 Super Bowl rings, 3 Super rings, and another 13. So that's 13 and 13 Super rings. That's 16 super rings in the future. So you have people throwing the NFL. You have Mr. Lynch through the game. He shaved some points off the game. Mr. Lynch. He's a football player. Mr. And Mrs. Bo Jackson from Alabama. This is 969. This is 969, and this is the main street of the Chastity Service. This beautiful mansion area. You can't believe it, huh? It's just outlook, scrutiny, service. And it ain't for sale. Cimaron 5, INC ain't for sale. Mueller's Funeral Home, Greenland Memorial, Chapel Falls, Olympia, Mueller's Funeral Home, and Kennewick ain't for sale. And also Mr. Father Tom, Father Dylan, Father Richard, Father Cepeda at the Sacred Heart Church in Othello, and the St. Joseph, St. Patrick Church, Catholic Church in Kennewick and Pasco. Regulations, reports, maintenance, the equipment, the brick, the masonry, the services that they got. Now you apply the individual system of the service of dealing with my beautiful mansion. See, my mansion is beautiful, see. I have a font, an area that covers the area of Queen's Gate. See, it has my name on it. See, Donald Trump has a service here, increment, providing service, and we got this transformer here to power up my Verizon equipment, my internet system, my laptop, and my neighbors. I got neighbors. See how many neighbors? I got neighbors here. I got neighbors. I got Christians, Muslims, Jews, Shiites, Mormons, Republicans, Democrats, neighbors. We got all kinds of neighbors. We got neighbors that, see, are on standby. On standby. So they didn't see anybody in my area. They would be calling all the agencies. They call the cops on the cops. They call the cops on the agencies, and they call the cops on the agencies, and they sit there and file reports, and then go to Andy Miller's office, prosecutor's office, and serve the community, because this is my property. See, you got these people just shocked because they, I let Donald Trump go and socialize, deal with his dealings, his businesses on my property. And my property ain't for sale. Simon's Mall, their services, people keep on coming to the church and the LDS church, Vice President's church, and Vice President words in Pasco and Kennewick. They go to Utah, Salt Lake City. They want to fork out some money, write our check. Oh, we want to buy your property, and it ain't for sale. The post office, we lease out the post office, which is residency address, first and last. Mr. J. Mueller, Mueller Station, Administration Vice President, 969. And it's right down the Queens Gate. This is right on Gage Boulevard. This is Social Security office. And the download system, increments on the church, the LDS church, applying their services, providing all this ultraviolet ray chlorophyll services for their plan, an expansion to the coroner services that implement being tacked on the sidewalk, and we're asking for the body cam and asking them to drop charges because COVID-19. I'm talking to KLJ BENZEL and Andy Miller, the prosecutor, chief of police in the Moses Lake, Washington. Call them directly. Haven't done nothing wrong, and they better just drop charges or release information, and I'll sign them for increments of the damage that they've done. Jay Mueller's a Mormon. Amy's Mormon. Mother, brother, and sister is Mormon. And the Church of Jesus Christ, Columbia River Administrations is Mormon. So this is Andy Miller, SCO Benton, Washington, U.S. 509-735-3591. Fax 509-736-3066. Come to life.